KGW breaking news.
Well, that breaking news is out of Portland's Old Town neighborhood tonight, where Portland police tactical teams are on scene of a disturbance inside an apartment building that may involve a gun. This is a live look at the scene right now near Northwest 6th Avenue. PPB says they got a call about a disturbance around 6 o'clock tonight and surrounded that apartment. So far, according to police, nobody inside has responded to officers' efforts to contact them. Others living in the building are being told to shelter in place. There are several street closures in place as well. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. Well, good evening and thanks so much for joining us on your Saturday night. I'm John Adams. Our other top story tonight, the reigning Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks announcing on social media the team has been sold. The estate of Paul Allen saying there's a deal with Vinod Khosla, who is a part-time owner of the San Francisco 49ers. ESPN's Adam Schefter reporting the price tag $9.6 billion, which would be a record sale price for a franchise. The deal is subject to NFL owner approval. Okay, turning now to a live look outside. It was a beautiful day out there today, and a similar story for tomorrow before things start to heat up for the work week. Meteorologist Joe Ranieri joining us with a preview. Hey, Joe.
Hey there. Yeah, it's almost a carbon copy of what we're going to be looking into for your Sunday. Brief morning clouds. I'm not expecting to see those clouds kind of stick around as long as they did earlier today. In fact, we did see some pockets of some sprinkles and some little spritzes earlier this morning. But tomorrow, we're going to start to see a little bit more of the blue skies. And temperatures will be similar to what we saw today. Very comfortable for almost the middle part of July. We saw highs at 78 degrees at PDX and Vancouver. Just shy of 80 degrees throughout many locations in the metro area along the Oregon coast. You're in the mid to the upper 60s, and over in Hood River, 79 degrees. The Dalles over there along I-84, you saw temperatures in the low 80s. So there will be a little bit of some onshore flow. We do have a couple of disturbances out there in the Pacific, but really not in terms of rainfall amounts. We haven't seen a drop of rain so far this month, and tomorrow will mark 12 days without any rain, and I'm not expecting to see anything really change over the next couple of days, but I do expect to see our temperatures gradually warm up. Not record breaking, not really excessive, but definitely on the hotter side. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes.
All right, Joe, thanks so much. We'll see you later in the show. Well, for the first time this year, Governor Kotek and the Oregon Department of Forestry are pulling out all the stops to battle a major wildfire. This one in southern Oregon's Jackson County, about 26 miles northeast of Medford. It's called the East Evans Creek Fire. It started Friday afternoon after a car crashed into a power pole there, sending the power line to the ground and lighting vegetation on fire. The fire is estimated to have burned 2,600 acres, and there are level 3 go now evacuation orders in place. Containment lines built overnight held strong, but crews are battling steep terrain and even have some reports of poison oak out there. Last night, Kotek invoked the Emergency Conflagration Act, and ODF ordered a complex incident management team for the blaze. Those are both firsts of this fire season. To Washington County now, where investigators bust not one, not two, but 3 alleged illicit massage businesses, arresting 3 people in the process. They face prostitution-related charges. Jay Coulter spoke with a local human trafficking advocate in the Washington County DA's office. He joins us with that story.
A lot of times they present as very legitimate businesses.
Washington County and the Oregon DOJ are cracking down on illicit businesses.
Illicit massage businesses are all over Washington County. They are fronts for often fraud, financial crimes, and human trafficking.
On Thursday, authorities shut down 3 of these businesses. They include 2 in Sherwood, Goji Foot Spa and Aroma Spa on Southwest Pacific Highway, and Sunny Massage in Tigard. Investigators say they also seized more than $45,000 in cash, and 2 people were cited for operating a massage business without a license. Chelsea Passon with Safety Compass describes how illicit massage businesses often bring in vulnerable people from outside the country.
They're taking their documentation and they're basically bringing them over with promises of a better life, and then they actually end up getting then trafficking these individuals.
She says people then pay for sex with these individuals while they live in horrible conditions.
I think that they really take the ability of a person's choice away from them. and get them entrapped in these really dangerous and dehumanizing situations. And so we just want to be able to help restore dignity for those individuals who have experienced victimization through these businesses.
Chief Deputy District Attorney Allison Brown says they do get complaints about these businesses, which can launch investigations. So she encourages people to say something if they see something.
You know, maybe they work in a nearby business and they see suspicious activity. They see individuals going into these, massage businesses late at night, or they see something that concerns them. Please, let your local law enforcement agency know.
Jake Holter, KGW News.
Well, a major traffic alert going on right now. I-5 is completely shut down in both directions through the Rose Quarter. The full closure is so ODOT can install a new overhead sign structure. The interstate is expected to reopen tomorrow at noon. For a full list of impacts and detours, check out kgw.com. Developing tonight, Portland police are investigating a bizarre hit and run involving a cyclist that happened overnight in Northeast Portland. Police say the collision happened around 81st and Thompson. The cyclist was found underneath a Toyota sedan, while the driver of the car was nowhere to be found, apparently having left the scene on foot. First responders rescued the man from under the car and say he was critically injured. Well, the Hollywood Theater has been a Northeast Portland landmark for generations, and on Friday, it turns 100 years old. There's all kinds of special events leading up to that big day. But today, we got a sneak peek at the inner workings of part of the theater that makes it so special, the pipe organ. Photojournalist Nick Bieber introduces us to the man whose fingers and feet help bring film to life.
My name's Dean Lemire. I started playing organ at 10. I was the organist for the Portland Trailblazers. I was organist for the Portland Beaver baseball. The end of the silent era, every theater had one of these. This is the only one in Portland right now. The only one who lasts. And this theater's still here, 100 years. So I'm going to play the same movie, and I use Cecil Teague's music. He was called the king of organists in the 1920s here in Portland. Have all the sound effects on here. Like, look, right in the movie I'll be playing, there's the police scene. This is where they got the term, all the bells and whistles. It was a theater organ. All these parts in here, they're hard to get. They're 100 years old. Needs tuning, of course, so you have to have a musical ear. You need to have knowledge of electrical, because it's a lot of electronics and relay. You got to be a carpenter. You had to be a jack of all trades. But I'm going to take you up here. You're going to get to go see the big rooms up in here. Watch your step. This is it. These pipes are made out of different material. You got lead, you got tin, you got wood. Sometimes they're made out of brass. There's shutters in the back. See those wooden shutters? That's controlling the volume, because this pipe organ plays full blast volume all the time. This sounds exactly like you would have heard it in 1926. They could come in this movie palace and hear this, and that's why these became called the Mighty Wurlitzer. It's made to be fast, you can play fast. It's an amazing instrument. It's one of the true American inventions.
Gosh, I can listen to that organ all day long. Well, again, the celebration of the past century for the theater continues each day through Friday. Look for details on our website, kgw.com.